I know that many of you Malayalam movie lovers have been waiting for Drishyam 2 to release, and today it dropped on Prime. And I, of course, watched it immediately. Hi, my name is Amy Vishwanatha, and welcome to Indian Movie Music Lover. If you are watching this, I'm going to assume that you've already seen Drishyam Part 1 starring Mohanlal, and I'm going to talk freely about that movie, but I'm not going to drop any spoilers for Drishyam Part 2. A couple days back, I watched Drishyam Part 1 so that I would know what was going on in Drishyam Part 2, and the plot was great. Up until the end, when I saw George Kuti walking out of the police station, which was under construction, I thought that he had buried the body in the little building he was building and poured concrete over it. And his final words to the police officer were so fitting at the end. He told him that the police and the police station were going to protect him. That was just too good. Now in Drishyam Part 2, I was immediately drawn in. I knew that something was going to happen, but I didn't know what it was or when it would happen. And so many times I was like, okay, it's going to happen now. And nope, it didn't. So Part 1 started out slow, and it took the time to build up and show a normal family setting. And then after all that building up, it became super suspenseful, and it really pulled me in after that and kept me guessing. Part 2 kept the suspense through the entire movie. It kept us guessing and sharing theories the entire time through the movie. The flow of the scenes was great, and they fit perfectly together. It wasn't choppy, and there was no abrupt change. And each scene felt like it was really happening in real time. I never felt confused at all, and I thought that the dialogue was scripted flawlessly for each scene and each character. And I actually felt like one of the village bystanders or neighbors actually sitting in the movie watching everything unfold. If a movie can pull you in like that, then the scripting and the direction must have been executed with precision. Mohanlal, Meena, Esther, and Siva, as well as all of the others, did an excellent job of drawing me into their world. I felt their emotions as they experienced them. The dialogue seemed real, and they were delivered without struggle. They seemed very natural as they were acted out. So, as I kind of mentioned earlier, from the beginning of Part 2, you are immediately taken into the story, and your interest will be held non-stop the entire movie. It really does move quickly, and quite the contrast to Part 1's beginning that took so much time to build. You will most likely find yourself sitting on the edge of your seat and probably muttering some words to some of the characters along the way as the movie speeds by. There is no time for boredom in this movie. As for the ending of this movie, how can I really say too much without giving something away? I will say this, the writer is super creative. I guessed a couple of things, I was half right on a couple of things, but I remained in the dark about quite a few things as well. So all in all, I would say that I really enjoyed this movie, even though by the end I was quite tense due to feeling like I was right there with them. I would definitely say that I prefer this to Part 1, as this kept me engaged through the entire movie. I do highly recommend watching this, especially if you've seen Part 1. And if you have not watched that, I recommend you do go back and watch it. And just keep in mind that it's slow building, but the movie will pick up and become more interesting along the way. It's really been hard for me not to reveal anything to you, but I managed to do it. I can't believe it. Have any of you watched Drishyam Part 2 yet? Did you like it? Which do you prefer, Part 1 or Part 2? That is all I have for today. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Please share, hit like, and subscribe, as well as the little bell icon, and you will be notified anytime any new content is uploaded. And as always, have a film-tastic day.